four main reasons the House of Rothschild is the second beast of the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 11 to verse 18. I elaborate far more on this particular subject in a video that is a lecture, long lecture with illustrations, which you can order from our ministry, but also in my book Alpha and Omega, wherein the longest chapter, I think after the one on Africa, would be the one to do with the Rothschilds. Because essentially you cannot understand the world and the history of it if you exclude or extract the Rothschilds' roles in the world out of it. And thereby, essentially, you cannot make sense of the reality of what we call the Illuminati, which probably I can do a short video of later. You cannot make sense of that if you do not link it to the House of Rothschild. So I'm going to mention certain names here, or you can see them for yourselves, and at least via those names, if you just trace the subsequent events that can happen via those very influential names, then you will see that not only is the House of Rothschild a replacement House of David, or an imposter House of David over the Jews, but also it is a banking dynasty, as in a kingdom of banking, if not an empire of banking. So let's begin. First main point, Meyer Amschel Rothschild's associations with the Oppenheimers and Kabbalah rabbis. So himself, the first of the Rothschilds, was first an apprentice with the Oppenheimers and was supposed to be partner. Next, he was prior meant to become a Kabbalah rabbi. Find out about these concepts. Number two, Karl Rothschild, one of his sons, had power over the papacy. Find out about this particular point as well. That's in Italy. Number three, Edmond de Rothschild, this is in France, was funding Zionism, and therefore the French Rothschilds have always been the funders of the Zionist project, that is the nation of Israel and so forth. Number four, Nathan Meyer Rothschild, his British dynasty had power over Cecil Rhodes in South Africa, Jacob Schiff and JP Morgan in USA, and the British Empire and the whole EU project.